Dear viewers, welcome to 90 Day Fiancé latest news. Watch the full video and give your valuable comments. Thank you. The reason Ilesanmi left Angela Deem shortly after arriving to the United States is revealed in the final few episodes of Season 8 of 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After. 6 years ago, the Nigerian man fell deeply in love with the American woman. In 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Day Season 2, he chose to pursue her despite their 22-year age difference. Unfortunately, Michael's expectations were not fulfilled. After spending more time with Angela, he came to the conclusion that she was an aggressive woman with serious behavioral problems rather than the woman of his dreams. Despite some red flags in their relationship, Michael continued to date Angela. He kept his attention on the positives, and in January 2020 they were married. Sadly, marriage didn't make their problems go away. Angela found it difficult to put her trust in Michael, which made him more aloof. After years of waiting for his visa, Michael and Angela were finally reunited in the most recent season in the United States. He was excited to begin a new chapter in their lives and become a member of her family. But when he abruptly turned his back on her, things took an unexpected turn. There were a number of reasons why Michael might have broken up with Angela after coming to the United States, but her living circumstances seemed to be the primary concern. Michael was taken aback upon seeing Angela's home in Georgia, since he had always thought of the United States as a fantastical utopia. Rather than the opulent way of life he had probably imagined, he arrived home to a disarray and disorder. He was astonished to find bags, half-eaten snacks and drinks, and miscellaneous soft toys scattered throughout Angela's bedroom. Michael and Angela had a lot of differences, but their age gap was probably the biggest hurdle. Michael wasn't quite ready to step into the role of a step-grandpa to his wife's grandkids, but he was optimistic that he could make it work over time. At first, Michael had a positive view of Angela's grandkids. However, it didn't take long for him to feel that the little ones were just as outspoken as their grandma. They poked fun at Michael's dry skin and didn't appreciate all the effort he put into decorating the house for Christmas. Having lived in Lagos for the majority of his childhood, Michael developed a strong affinity for the cuisine of his upbringing. So when he got to Angela's house in Georgia, he wasn't ready for the differences in food. He had to get used to eating what his wife did because he was a Nigerian man living in America. Sadly, owing to Angela, he didn't enjoy the seafood he had tried for the first time in the nation. She inquired as to if it was nasty, to which Michael kindly replied that it was ok. He did admit, though, to the cameras that he was already missing the taste of Nigerian food. Before coming to the US, Michael's relationship with Angela went through a number of blows. He put up a lot of effort to gain her trust while handling her antagonistic conduct. Michael even gave up social media in order to win her happiness. But Michael never received the princely treatment from Angela, despite his best efforts. She persisted in treating him with contempt and denigration. Regretfully, after Michael relocated to the US, nothing got better. He was still under Angela's authority, and she treated him more like a pet than a partner. Michael and Angela's recent restaurant date really highlighted why they parted ways. Sitting at the table, Michael let out a sigh after Angela offered him a bite of her pork. He accidentally made a spitting sound, which irritated his wife, sitting next to him. Angela questioned, "Did you just spit on there?" Though Michael insisted he didn't, Angela kept accusing him. She even took a bite from the same piece and spit it in Michael's face to teach him a lesson, acting quite childish. Michael looked visibly upset and seemed tired of dealing with Angela's short temper. When Michael landed in the United States, he didn't exactly receive the cordial greeting he had hoped for. Though it didn't seem like Angela and her family were thrilled to have him around, he left his life in Nigeria to be with his American wife. The relationship between Michael and Angela's family, particularly Skyla, was never without conflict. She seemed to be watching him warily, possibly due to mistrust or unresolved concerns from the past. Trying to establish a connection with people who didn't appear interested in getting to know him didn't seem worth Michael's time. Michael initially didn't have a large social circle or family when he arrived in the United States. Therefore, his priority after his breakup with Angela was to make new connections and find people who shared his interests. In the months that followed, Michael shared several videos on his Instagram stories showcasing his joyous life in America. It seems like he has found a supportive community that truly cares for him. He has bonded with local business owners who are also African American and even formed connections with well-known African celebrities like Davido, who now follows him on Instagram. Even though Michael is a recent immigrant, he is thriving in the country. Playing sports and going to parties with his soccer teammates has been so much fun for him. He recently enjoyed a fantastic 4th of July celebration that included delectable cuisine and soccer matches. Michael is enjoying the American dream with pride, looking and dressing better than ever and exuding confidence. It's obvious that when Angela spat on him in the most recent episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever When? Season 8, he most likely decided to end their relationship. This gossip is over. If you like the video, then give your opinion in the comment box and stay with us by subscribing the channel. Thank you.